So good afternoon, boys. Once again, we have been dealing with the model paper for the term 1. We have completed section A and section B. And section A, I said, is predominantly knowledge oriented, knowledge based, wherein one statement will be there and 4 alternatives will be there. You have to pick up the right answer. And section B is more of logic and understanding type, wherein you got A and R questions, assertion and reasoning questions. Now we come to section C, where it is called case based. So one story will be there, down there will be questions. Okay. Now question number 49, section C. So the text that is given is: cross pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anther of one flower to stigma of another flower, genetically different flower. It is performed with the help of an external agency which may be abiotic, such as wind and water, or biotic, birds, insects, bats, snails, including kadakol. So this diagram shows the carpel of an insect pollinated flower. What is carpel? Carpel, female reproductive organ, isn't it? So diagram is there, and he is labeling you Y, X, Z. Okay. What is the question? Let us see. Question number 49. What is the most likely reason for the non-germination of pollen grain Z? Okay. Out of the 3, Z, X and Y. So observe the Z, pollen grain Z. And what are the alternatives? A. Pollen grain Z comes from a flower of an incompatible species. B. Pollen grain Z lacks protrusions that allow to adhere properly onto the stigma surface. C. Pollen grains X and Y were brought to the stigma earlier, therefore their germination inhibited the germination of pollen grain Z. And D. Pollen grain Z was brought to the flower by the wind, while pollen grains X and Y were brought to the flower by an insect. So what should be that answer? Why A? Why A? What is the logic? Is Prasad speaking or Mohanty speaking? Now, for the sake of our Rakesh, I have expanded it. You see now, Rakesh, focus on all the 3 pollen grains. X, germination started, pollen tube. Y also started. Z, it has not yet started. So according to Prasad, the reason being incompatibility. Remember, we have studied pistil pollen incompatibility. So based on that, Prasad says question number 49, answer should be A. Pollen grain Z comes from a flower of an incompatible species, because there is no germination at all. At least there is no indication of pollen tube germination. So pollen grains can only germinate if the pollen grain and the stale are compatible, that is of the same type, or they must be closely related species. So pollen grains X and Y, as you are seeing in the diagram, must have come from the compatible species. That's why we are able to see germination of pollen tube, right? Understood? compatibility and incompatibility. Next, question 50. Which of the following best describes the function of pollen tube? Function of the pollen tube. Now, A. It digests tissue of the stigma, style and ovary. We are talking of pollen. It acts as a conduit to transport male gametes from anther to ovule. Next, it acts as a conduit to transport male gametes from stigma to the ovule. And fourth, it contains key nutrients that serve to nourish the newly formed zygote. So, what should be the answer?
C.
Yeah, why C? Yeah, so it is acting as a conduit to transport male gamete from stigma to the ovule. So, the nearest choice that we can have is C, isn't it? Next, question number 51. This is easy for all of us. Pollination of a flower in which pollen is carried by an insect is called. I think directly you can answer this question. Entomophily, because entomology, study of insects. Since the pollination is taking place or done by insects, entomophily, phily means love of insects to do this. So, straight away for question number 51, the answer should be entomophily. Now, question 52. Yeah. Yes, Rakesh? Who is waiting? Sandeep Jadhav is waiting. Okay. I think Sandeep was busy with his lunch. Right? Sandeep was busy with lunch. Yes, Sandeep? ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ? Why? That's why you're coming late, no? Sandeep. Now Kadkol will tell, sir, there were network issues for Sandeep. Yes, Kadkol? That is the easiest answer that Kadkol will give. Yeah, okay, anyway, don't worry. We go to the question number 52. Refer to the given characteristics of some flowers. A. Stamens hang out of the flower, exposing the anthers to the wind. B. The pollen grains are tiny and light. C. The flower has sweet scent, fragrance. D. Flower petals are brightly colored. How many of the above characteristics are of insect pollinated flower? So, what are those, Sandeep? Out of the 4 characteristics, you must pick up any that are related to insect pollinated. How many characters we can pick up? 2. What are those?
Sir,
3.
trees.
Prasad says A, C and D. Kadkol says?
Trees.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Niranjan, how many? Niranjan says all the 4.
A, C and D.
Yeah. Niranjan says 3. Prasad says 3. And Sandeep? Sandeep 2. Who is 4? Kadkol. Sandeep 4. From 2 you have jumped to 4. Prasad 2. Okay. Now what should be the answer? Insect pollinated. Yeah, let me read that. insect pollinated flowers produce nectar, honey, which attract the pollinators for feeding. Some flowers produce edible pollen grains, and flowers are fragrant. Fragrant means nice smell, and emit scent and odor. These are brightly colored. The pollen grains are spiny, heavy, and surrounded by yellow sticky substance called pollen kit. So the answer should be, since it is only two, as our Prasad said. What is that? One is the flowers have a sweet scent because of the nectar, and the flower petals are brightly colored. These two are enough for insect pollination. Right, Prasad?
Pollen should be light, no, sir.
Pollen should be light for the wind, Sandeep, for wind pollination. And stamens hang out of the flower exposing, that is for animals. We are talking only insects. So, ruling out those two, Sandeep, C and D, that means Prasad is right, only two. Correct? Next, we go to question number 53. Pollen kit is generally found in, just now we were talking about that. Ornithophilus, Malcophilus, Anemophilus, and Rakesh Montinos. D. Entomophilus. Isn't it? Pollen kit. Entomology, I said just now. So, Entomophilus flowers. Question 54. Pollination does not guarantee the transfer of right type of pollen. Which among the following statements justify this statement? So we have got choices, three. First one, pollen of the wrong type, either from other species or from the same plant, also land on the stigma. Okay. Second statement, if the pollen is right type, the pistil accepts the pollen and promotes post-pollination events. Okay, that's also correct. Third, if the pollen is of the wrong type, the pistil rejects the pollen by preventing pollen germination, okay, on the stigma. That means incompatibility, or the pollen tube growth in stale. So I think the answer should be all the three, correct? Yeah, all of these. The answer should be all of these, because all the three statements are correct. Now we go to the 55 question. Each testicular lobules contain 1 to 3 highly coiled. Already I think we have answered. This is a repeated question. Seminiferous tubules, isn't it? D. Answer D. Seminiferous tubules. Because already when you are drawing that male reproductive system, testicular tubules are present inside the testis. Each testicular lobule contains 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules. So, seminiferous tubules contain two types of cells, male germ cells and Sertoli cells, isn't it? Question number 56. Which of the following statements are correct? Statement 1. During the growth of embryo, okay, limbs and external genital organs is formed by the end of 12 weeks. Okay. Second statement, the sex of the developing embryo can be determined using ultrasonography after 3 months of pregnancy. So just read both. Now what you have to focus is the time, whether the time that he is giving is correct. During the growth of embryo, I think in our biology lab you must have seen that 3 months old baby. Did you see? We have kept one baby, model. So you have observed limbs are there, well developed, and genital organs also. That is the reason why after 3 months, Government of India has said no sex determination, because even if we scan the mother, we will come to know. We can physically see the development of sex organ after 3rd month. And ultrasonography can be used to know the sex of fetus after this period, as genital organs are formed. So that is the reason. The answer should be D. Both statements are correct. Next, 57. Outermost green leafy whorls of the flower are called. Of course, this is easy for all. 6th class question. Answer is C. Sepals. So the outermost whorl of the flower is a greeny leaf structure called sepals. And what is that Prasad calls? Group of sepals? You are writing floral formula. Remember, Prasad? So group of sepals are called? Come on, Prasad. Rakesh. Group of sepals. What do you call? Outermost green leafy whorls of the flower are sepals. Answer C. But I am asking you, what is the technical word that you use for group of sepals? Come on, Rakesh. Niranjan, come on.
Calyx, sir.
Calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. So fast you have forgotten, right? Okay. It's whole. It's whole. Whole means something that is arranged in the form of a ring. So you have got a outer ring, second ring, third ring, fourth ring. So we say 4 wholes, isn't it? So question number 58. In the sectional view of the female reproductive system, label 3 and 4. Diagram based question I was telling you. Now he is asking you 3rd and 4th out of that. So A, uterus, ovary respectively. B, fimbriae and endometrium respectively. C, infundibulum and perimetrium respectively. D, infundibulum and fimbriae. So which is that? D, infundibulum and fimbriae. Are we correct? Look at that, infundibulum and fimbriae. Right. We come to the last one, last but one. In the embryos of a typical dicot and a grass, true homologous structures are. Or that in the embryos of a typical dicot. Okay. A, chlorhiza and coleoptile. B, cotyledons and scutellum. C, coleoptile and scutellum. And D, hypocotyle and radical. So what should be the answer?
Yes.
Is it A? Prasad, C. The early stages of embryo development are similar in dicots and monocots. So dicots have 2 cotyledons, while monocots, as the name says, grasses, have 1 cotyledon, and that is called scutellum. So it has to be, answer has to be cotyledons and scutellum, because in the initial stages, both in dicot and monocot, grass is monocot. Okay, Prasad? So the answer has to be, Prasad, B, cotyledons and scutellum. So finally, we come to the last one. Ovulation occurs on the dash day of menstrual cycle. Now again here, which one? Option D, 14, 15, 16. But of course, Kadkol knows, since he has come back. The moment we are talking of ovulation, Kadkol is back. Rakesh? This 14, 15, 16 is not universal, okay? Fluctuating will be there. On an average we take. So the release of ovum from the ovary during the menstrual cycle is called ovulation. Ovulation occurs in the middle of the menstrual cycle, that is on the 14th, 15th, 16th day of the start of the menstrual cycle. So here we are talking of only the duration, not the dates. Okay? Yeah, I think we can put Sandeep out only. He is coming and going. Isn't it, Rakesh? Right. So Sandeep, you have come for the last question. Ovulation occurs in the 14, 15, 16 days of menstrual cycle. So with this, I think we have covered all the 60 questions, and I will post this in our group, this question paper. And one more we will solve quickly. Now I went intentionally slow for the first model paper. Second, third, fourth and fifth we will go fast, so that during your vacation I will be posting 10 model papers like this. Okay, Rakesh? So Rakesh should play basketball in the morning. After that he has to study. And Sandeep will be studying evening also. What is it, Sandeep? Now, what is that we have to observe here, Sandeep, Kadkol, Prasad, all of you, whether any new questions have come in this other than the syllabus that we have covered, that we have to check. Chargaff rule, of course, yes, that is there in molecular inheritance. But I found one conservatives question has come now. That comes in evolution, if I am correct. Conservatives. In somewhere we read in the first one, Sandeep. Let me tell you, where is that question? I think section A, Sandeep, we talked of, that question has come, conservatives, and that comes in evolution. So, but according to the CBSE syllabus, it is, evolution chapter is not there, isn't it? Am I right, Kadkol? Is it so, Kadkol? Somewhere we read that question, no? In the first 24. In the first 24, did we read that? Pedigree analysis. Conservatives. Conservatives. Did you read that somewhere? Megaspore mother, okay. Right, finical, increase in death rate, Michelson and Stahl. Okay. Urethra, spermatogonia, dark solution, homozygous. Okay. Just we will see in the next paper if there is any question from the chapter evolution. If that is there, then we need to complete that chapter, isn't it? Okay. It's not there, no? Yeah. I think question number 39. Question number 39, while analyzing the DNA of an organism, a total number of 5836 nucleotides were found, out of which the proportion of different bases were, okay, adenine, that this he has given there, okay, Chargaff, right. I think Chargaff rule which you are asking is there. Okay, so no problem, we will go with that. I will be posting this in our group, another 5 minutes. Yes, Sandeep? Now I have all 10 sample papers and I have got extra also. Another chapter wise is there. Do you want chapter wise or shall we go like this? What we'll do, Prasad? Another 4 papers will do this. So totally 5 I will do. 5 I post it in your group. You work out at home during your vacation, October. Okay? So Prasad will enjoy happy Dashara and happy Diwali, both. And second thing, Kadkol, chapter wise we will start. After the 5 papers, model papers, I will take up chapter wise, that is printed by Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. Is that okay? So overall idea is that you should score 50 or say 35 out of 35. You should not lose even 1 mark. Right? Because this will decide your second term. Unless you get 35 out of 35 here, you cannot dream of 100. Keep that in mind, Prasad, Sandeep, Kadkol, Niranjan. Right? So see you on Monday, and for tomorrow, happy Gandhi Jayanti. Pray for the God to make the soul of Gandhi peace. Okay? Bye. Take care. Bye.